Arizona State is not known for producing high-level quarterbacks, at least as of late, and they typically don't get high-caliber quarterback recruits either. But their guy right now is not only going to be an elite-level college football quarterback, but he was also a big-time recruit coming out of high school. Jayden won the job at Arizona State as a true freshman and showed an enormous amount of potential and proved that he could win big games. He really went off on national television in their upset win over Oregon, and outside of USC's Kedon Slovis, I don't think there's a better quarterback in the Pac-12 currently than Jayden. Today I will be joined by former ASU alum Harris Highlights to tell Jayden's story and why he has superstar potential, but you have to stay until the end to hear why.
How's it going, everyone? Blake here. Before we get to today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. That way you never miss another one of Scott's videos. Don't forget to also leave a comment, share this video, and stay till the end to help the video with the algorithm and pretty much get to know who Jayden Daniels is, the quarterback for Arizona State. Now, without further ado, let's get started and meet the future of Arizona State football, the reason Arizona State's going to win the national championship in the coming years, Jayden Daniels.
ASU quarterback Jayden Daniels impressed during his freshman season, throwing for almost 3,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, and just 2 interceptions, earning attention in some rankings of college football quarterbacks as a QB to watch going into 2020. But let's go back in time and go through his journey to get here. Jayden grew up in San Bernardino, California, and was a terrific athlete and football player from a young age. He took a liking to the quarterback position, and by the time he got to high school, he was the immediate starter. The 4-year starter put up video game-like numbers at Cajun High School. He had 14,007 career passing yards, which set the CIF Southern Section record in California for passing yards, while he also finished his prep career with 170 touchdowns, 562 rushing attempts, 3,645 rushing yards, and 41 rushing touchdowns. He was the definition of a dual-threat guy. In both his junior and senior seasons, he recorded more than 6,000 total yards. By the end of his junior year, he'd already received offers from USC, UCLA, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Penn State, Florida, amongst others, and his profile rose even more after he was a finalist for both the Elite 11 quarterback camp and the opening passing competition. At the later event, he recorded a 4.68 40-yard dash time, a 4.28 shuttle run time, and had a 34-inch vertical. He said, quote, "I'm just blessed I have receivers that have come through and helped me out," Daniels said. "I go out there and have fun and make plays and try to win football games." While Daniels has long been a coveted player nationally, the Sun Devils didn't enter the mix for Daniels' commitment until late in the process, and it was all because of Herm Edwards. He was always going to stay in the Pac-12 as he committed to the Sun Devils over Cal, Utah, and UCLA. He joined 2 other high-profile quarterbacks in his class, in Joey Yellen and Ethan Long, and Yellen actually looked like a really good player as he threw 4 touchdowns in his only start in 2019, but he has since transferred to Pitt, where I think he'll be Kenny Pickett's replacement. Jayden was the highest recruit to come to ASU since N'Keal Harry, and the highest quarterback recruit since Brady White, who is now at Memphis, as we all know.
Now, it didn't really come as much of a surprise when Jayden Daniels won the starting job, as there wasn't as much competition as in years prior. After the success of Manny Wilkins, who was under center for 3 years prior, nobody really knew what to expect from the young freshman. In his first game as a starter, he threw for just under 300 yards with 2 touchdowns against Kent State. Pretty good numbers, but overall, it wasn't a really impressive win from Arizona State over a team like Kent State, so there were some concerns early on in the season. Those concerns quickly went away as Arizona State went on the road and pulled off the upset at number 18 Michigan State. His first loss as a starter came at home to Colorado, but then he led the Arizona State Sun Devils to another upset win on the road, this time coming at number 15 Cal. His coming out party was in a home game against Washington State, in which the Sun Devils pulled off the last-second victory, largely due to Jayden Daniels. He threw for over 300 yards with 3 touchdowns and had a last-second rushing touchdown to put the Sun Devils on top. However, after Jayden Daniels got injured against Utah, ASU struggled over their next few games without a healthy Jayden. They lost on the road to a really bad UCLA team, and then lost a 1-point game on the road at Oregon State, despite 3 touchdowns from Jayden Daniels in all of those games. Although the Sun Devils kept dropping all these games, Jayden Daniels was looking good and keeping the Devils alive in them. Then, arguably the biggest game of his young career and on the national stage, Justin Herbert and the number 6 ranked Oregon Ducks came to Tempe, and Jayden put on a show. He led the Sun Devils to a huge upset win, and you guys probably all remember that absolute dime he threw to Brandon Ayuk to clinch the game. He threw for 400 yards with 3 touchdowns and essentially made every crucial play when needed. I'll never forget this game, as I was in the front row of the student section, and let me tell you this, after that game I turned to all my friends and said, "This Jayden Daniels guy is gonna be something special." he is the real deal. ASU finished the season 7-5, but let me tell you this from someone that watched every second of every Arizona State game, this was a team that easily could have been 10-2. There were some bad coaching decisions, there were some questionable play calls, and some plays that Sun Devils just didn't pull out, but this was a good Sun Devils team, and Jayden Daniels, he was better than the stats showed. The Sun Devils went on to play in the Sun Bowl against Florida State, winning the game and moving to 8-5 on the season. Jayden Daniels, as a true freshman, was 3-0 against ranked opponents and looked like a young college football superstar. In 2019, Daniels was named the Pac-12 Honorable Mention Player of the Year after throwing for the most single-season passing yards by a Sun Devil freshman in program history. He also threw 17 passing touchdowns with only 2 interceptions. 2 interceptions, 338 pass attempts. You do the math. That is really, really good. Like I mentioned, if you were to look at his numbers on the season, you would think he had a pretty okay season, probably above average. But again, watching this guy play, this guy is a superstar in the making. This isn't a quarterback where you have to solely rely on stats. He gets the big plays when you need him. He wins the games you need him to win. And I'm telling you guys, this guy is the real deal. Alright guys, I'm about to close out the video, but before I do, again, I just wanted to say, Jayden Daniels, if you haven't already, get in on this early stock while you can, because this guy is going to be a superstar. In a short and weird season in 2020, I'm not exactly sure how the season's going to go for the Pac-12 and how it's going to go for the Arizona State Sun Devils, but this is definitely a guy to keep an eye on for 2021. Again, Jayden Daniels, this guy gets the job done. He's really clutch. He's a really good quarterback, and definitely keep an eye on him, because I know Pac-12, they have some later games, but if you like good football, if you like watching a good young quarterback, I guarantee you Jayden Daniels, he's going to be the sleeper pick this year. He's going to be the guy that once the Pac-12 starts going, his name is going to become a household name, and you have a chance right now to know about him before everyone else does. So again, keep your eye on Jayden Daniels. I'm expecting huge things from him in 2020, and I'm expecting huge things from him in 2021. I got no problem right now today before the season starts saying the Arizona State Sun Devils, they're going to win the Pac-12 South, and it's going to be because of Jayden Daniels. But guys, thanks for making it to this part of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Scott and I, we had a fun time making this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment down below on what your thoughts are on Jayden Daniels, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. A lot of great college football content here on this channel. So again, if you're a college football fan, you definitely want to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video. Alright Scott, let's finish this one out.
Daniels is a sharp decision maker as a passer, which isn't common for younger players like him. He just had a 2.4% turnover-worthy play rate in 2019, which was 14th best in all of college football. But there was some outrage as Pro Football Focus released their quarterback rankings for 2020. Somehow, Jayden is the 7th best player in the conference, and they said that accuracy was his biggest knock. But how can a guy who's considered one of the best young quarterbacks in college football, who went 3-0 versus ranked teams and only had 2 picks on the year, be considered the 7th best guy behind guys like Arizona's Grant Cannell and Oregon's Tyler Shuck, who have never even played meaningful snaps, and former 5-star recruit bust in Stanford's Davis Mills? Doesn't really make sense to me, and a lot of outrage has come from it, including former ASU football announcer Tim Healy, who is really not happy with the list at all. I personally expect Frank Darby and his roommate Jordan Porter to be his 2 most productive wide receivers this year, and some people think that Frank Darby can be the next N'Keal Harry or Brandon Ayuk. We will just have to wait and see. I think Arizona State football is going to contend in the Pac-12 this year, and I agree with everything Blake had to say. But what do you guys think of Jayden Daniels, and how do you guys think the Sun Devils will do in 2020? Let me know down in the comment section, and let me know another video topic I could do next. They play USC week 1. I think this will definitely determine the Pac-12 South, and I think Arizona State is a college football sleeper pick in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. Before you leave, be sure to give the video a like, drop a comment, share it with your friends, and check out all my other videos. Blake and I put some time into this, so I would really appreciate that. If you're new and love college football, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, and let me know what other quarterback or player in college football I should do next. But until next time, peace.